So taking a look at homework 10, exercise 4 and 6 were requested. So for number 4, the key word here is that it's compounded continuously. So we know that that means this specific model. So this is our method here of choice. And let's just drop in the things that we know. So we know that the present, or I should say, the initial amount, the deposit, the principal, was that much money there. And we know that one way of dealing with a problem like this is to turn E into 2.7 run, roughly speaking. R, the interest rate, is the goal. The time is 4 years. T is time in years. And the up-to-date present amount is this much here. Now, our goal is to find R, so here's what we can do. So we plugged in all these values here. Now we're trying to get R alone. Maybe we can divide the 5662 into that side there. And that's about a rough approximation of it when you divide. Maybe we can switch left and right. And then because our exponent possesses a variable, for that reason, we can write this into logarithmic form. And so to finish this off, we can divide both sides by 4. So roughly speaking, this is the approximate value of R. But of course, we want to turn this into a percentage. So we move the decimal 2 spaces to the right. So roughly speaking, this is about 3.7%. Anything close to that should be just fine. And then as requested, taking a look at number 6 here. Here again, the key word is that it says continuous compounding. So for that reason, we look to our continuous model. And some of these things have been plugged in. So watch. E is just that much for now. R that was your percentage. But you want to move the decimal 2 spots to the right to turn it into a decimal without the percentage symbol. That would give you this number here. As it pertains to time, we're talking about 17 years. That goes in for T. And the present amount is this. So the goal is to find P. So let's plug in these numbers. And what I want you to see is that this problem is actually not that bad, because all of this here, that can just be typed into a calculator. So roughly speaking, that is about this much here. And so we can divide both sides by this number to get P alone. And P has an approximate value of the principal, or the initial amount, was about $1,075. And again, anything close to that should be just fine. We did use a different technique, especially when it comes to E. When you use that number, it's not all that accurate. There's a different way of doing this, but for now, this will suffice.